View your team's save snapshot. Quickly review the league's top performers and the current week.
Today, it's the National Football League.
The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. The former national champion at Clemson bringing him onto the field, and that's the signal caller, Deshaun Watson.
And after 2 consecutive seasons where he played just 12 games combined, they're hoping that this is a year where Watson finally shows that he is worthy of that massive contract.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. And I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. The Love's throw brought in by Watson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing. Love. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 41. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving.
There he goes, left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They run it again with Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
2nd and 10.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Here's Love. Forced out to his left.
Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
15 more yards there and quickly another first down. They'll fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle.
Touchdown, Packers! Josh Jacobs, 32 yards.
And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Watson on first down.
That's to the former Bronco, Jerry Jeudy.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards down to the 13. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
To throw, Winston. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Ford is in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On 1st down, it's Lloyd. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Throwing is Pratt.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. To throw is Pratt.
On the move to his left. And he floats one there, incomplete. Sometimes those guys taken the 7th round, you can think, oh, maybe he's just happy to be in the league. I don't think that's the case here.
And you know those actor friends that we have? How do they start every script?
I don't have any actor friends.
What's my motivation, right? Well, this guy's motivation is you get picked in the 7th round, so no one expects you to make the team, let alone have an impact. And we know plenty of guys have done exactly that as 7th rounders.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
Here now the one-time Brown, Greg Joseph, on against his former team to try the field goal.
From the left hash, this from 53 yards out.
Joseph's got it.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Browns drive about to get started.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He's going to air one out.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
To throw now, Pratt.
Buying time to his left. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. Boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months. Already we're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Pratt going to look to throw.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Lloyd. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Here's Pratt. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Throwing now is Pratt.
Being chased out left. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So the call there, roughing the passer.
Well, the preseason's time for working out the kinks, but sometimes you've got some defenders who are too eager to impress, trying to make this team. And that time we saw one take a shot at the quarterback way too late.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
And we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Pratt.
Dancing to his left. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
They'll run here with Dillon.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does.
And Winston lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Pratt. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Bo Melton.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Browns drive about to get started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. So a potential big play by this defense wiped out by the face mask.
And disappointing because it was so unnecessary. They had the sack, but the officials are definitely keeping a close eye on the quarterback, especially the referee. They were able to spot that one immediately.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
Winston now. And his throw here's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He finds his man complete. That's Ford. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where
he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 4th down, Pratt. That is caught. Fighting to stay upright inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Back to throw. Pratt forced out to his left. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. From the 10-yard line, here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Pratt buying time to his left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Shifts by him. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Winston now to throw on first down. Working the middle, and he's got it complete to Akins, the tight end. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. From the 20, here's a 2nd and 5. Jameis to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Browns. Jordan Akins, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Winston now after the fumble recovery.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Winston. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Akins.
Worth reminding at this point, no overtime in the preseason, but that may not come into play here in a 2-score game late. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Toward the end zone, but that's wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to win this football game. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake. Pratt. He's going to go up top again. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Bo Melton ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Joseph connects on the extra point,
and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And certainly this not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Here's Winston.
This is Akins hauling in the short pass.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. One last shot now for Winston.
One last shot at the end zone.
And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the 2nd half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror
Welcome to your franchise staff. Here you find the staff points when you have to see what some talent trees make you select a path to find. Welcome to Weekly. This shows some basic stats about your upcoming opponent.
Tonight, from Empower Field at Mile High in
And off we go from Denver. Keyshawn Nixon now on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So the Packers make their way out for the first time, and it's Jordan Love that has the keys to the car here in his 5th season as a pro and 2nd as a starter.
And Love established himself as a legitimate franchise quarterback a season ago. And let's not forget, he had to exhibit a lot of patience waiting for his opportunity to become the man. And once he got that chance, he hit the ground running. The question now from the rest of the league, can he sustain that success? The Packers certainly believe he will.
Love now on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now Love.
Looking deep here for Dobbs. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Here's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Nix on first down. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd down and a yard.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
To throw is Nix.
He'll get this one to Patrick.
And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Javonte Williams.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Broncos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. 7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive? He tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Throwing Nix.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter.
The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Being chased out left. And he's got this down to the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Love. eluding the pressure right. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And it's a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result, a Green Bay score. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tim Patrick, 61 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Love now. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Love with a pass caught by Musgrave, the tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Now 2nd and 5. To throw now. Here's Love. Dancing to his left. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Romeo Doubs from 17 yards out. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
in the receiver's hands in the end zone for the score.
The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he will not get there as the try for 2 is unsuccessful. And they will remain down by a point. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Knicks now on 1st and 10.
Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Knicks to throw on 1st down.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Knicks to throw again. Short throw caught by Dulcich.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
To throw, here's Nix. Same connection, Dulcich once again.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line.
Nix to the air. Out route complete to Dulcich. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Now it's Nix.
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Forced out to his left.
Looking deep here for Dobbs.
And incomplete on the deep ball. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A first throw for the backup Wilson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. A first carry for Samaje Perine. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. On second down, Wilson.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
On third down, Wilson.
That's caught. It's a rookie from Oregon.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
On second down, Perine.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Buying time to his left.
Throw caught by Musgrave.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Striker, 3-3. Blue check.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Switch. Fight, switch, yellow. Go.
Throwing, Love.
Looking deep here for Dobbs.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did, because to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
Looking deep here for Dobbs.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 46 yards.
Jacobs.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Still just a 2-score game in the third quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And the Broncos are going to get the football. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Play action. It's Wilson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Samaje Perine, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will add to their fourth quarter lead.
So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the end. Because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. They have the short field, and they make quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Nixon now from his end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Love. Steps away to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he is going to have a Packers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Operating from the gun, Love.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even. But it's 2nd down.
Love from the gun. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Escaping the pressure right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 30-yard line. Back to throw. Love.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Looking to throw. Love. He finds his man. Complete. It's Reed.
And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Play fake. Here's Love. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
Back to throw. Love. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet?
So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. Love.
Flushed out right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
The kick by Joseph is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts him back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts. But without that 3rd one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
And remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, it's Pirine.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Here's Riley Dixon now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. This is fielded at the 7. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. He's going to let it fly.
And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down. One last shot now for Love.
Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.